Welcome to another video review. In this review, we are going to be reviewing the Rosewill RHTS-8206 gaming headphones, which are the ones I am wearing right now. So, here are the specifications of these headphones as followed. Alright, let's get down to the specifications of these headphones. First off, the main connector is a silver-plated USB, so you won't be needing a dedicated sound card for these headphones. The ear coupling is over the ear, otherwise known as circummonaural, or however you pronounce it. Now, the driver diameters are as follows. The front, rear, and subwoofer channels are all 40 millimeters, and the center channel speakers are 30 millimeters. The max output of each channels are as follows. The front driver is rated at 20 milliwatts. The center and rear drivers are rated at 40 milliwatts, and the subwoofer is rated at 500 milliwatts. The frequency response of each driver are as follows. The front and center channels are from 0 Hz to 20,000 Hz. The rear driver are rated from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. The subwoofer is rated from 30 Hz all the way up to 150,000 Hz. The input impedance are as follows. The front drivers, otherwise known as the front speakers, are at 64 ohms, plus or minus 15%. The center and rear drivers are at 32 ohms, plus or minus 15%. And the subwoofer is rated at 8 ohms, plus or minus 15%. The sensitivity are as follows. The both front and center speakers are at 88 decibels, plus or minus 3 decibels. The rear drivers are rated at 117 decibels, plus or minus 3 decibels. And the subwoofer, 89 decibels, plus or minus 3 decibels. The cord length is 6.6 feet in length, and the weight of these headphones are approximately 1 pound. For the microphone, the dimensions are 6.0 by 5.0 millimeters. The polar pattern is a unidirectional. The impedance is 2.2 K of ohms. Sorry about that. The frequency response is 30 Hz all the way up to 16,000 Hz, and the sensitivity is minus 56 decibels, plus or minus 2 decibels. And what you'll be getting when you do get these brand new in the package will be the headset themselves, a driver CD, and also a user's manual. Let's go over some of the features of these headphones. One of the features that I really like about these headphones is that they are a true 5.1 surround sound design. There are 2 front speakers, 2 center channel speakers, and 2 rear channel speakers, and also subwoofers. There are 4 speakers in each cup, totaling up to 8 in total. Now, another thing that I like about these headphones that has vibration feedback, and basically how that works, as once the bass starts to get rumbling, there are little vibration motors in there that start to vibrate to make the bass sound more immersive. So, say like if you're listening to music with a lot of bass, you'll be able to feel that bass vibrating. Or like watching a movie, when you see or hear helicopters go by, it'll also get those headphones rumbling. Now in games, I really like it, especially with the explosions, because when you go to blow something up, you get a tremendous amount of bass, and you can basically feel virtually what it's like. And that's one thing about the surround sound that I really like, because there are many games out there that do support surround sound, and for that it'll make it easier to attack your enemy if you hear them coming behind you. And also it makes the games and movies more immersive. Let's take a quick overlook at the control box to these headsets. Now the 3 LEDs up here light up blue. The first one here is the power LED, letting you know that your headphones are plugged in. The second LED shows that the vibration feedback is turned on, and the third LED lets you know your mic is muted. There are 4 buttons right here. This is the volume down button, and this is the volume up button. This is the microphone mute, and also the speaker mute. And on the side, you can control the amount of vibration. So the setting I have it on is for off. There are 2 numbers, 1 and 2. Number 1 is basically a somewhat intense vibration feedback, and for number 2 is basically intense. So let's take a look at the headphones themselves. Alright, one of the things I like about these headphones, which is basically another one on my like list, is the portability. Because you can actually take the microphone off, and then you can basically fold them up so you can take them to like a LAN party. This is a feature I really like about these headphones. Now the construction on them do feel pretty exceptional. So for about $55 US, you will be able to get a very good pair of headphones that are very good sounding, portable, and also durable at an exceptional rate. Let's take a look at how well they are styled on my head.
Alright, the styling on these headphones probably won't be the best for some people, but in my opinion, the style basically has nothing to offer to me. Basically what I look for in my headphones are comfort, good sound, a good microphone, and also somewhat of decent styling. These headphones definitely exceed my requirements. So now it's time for me to be the human mannequin. Side view from me facing my window and my air conditioner. Me facing the front. Me facing my bedroom door. And me facing my closet. I don't know if you could see that or not. Alright. So, yeah, I definitely want to thank Rosewill for making some really good headphones for the price point. Now, let's get going over the software to these headphones. Alright, here are some of the different options with the software. Now, the main setting here is basically generally where you can actually adjust some of the other areas. Now for the system input, you can switch it to 2 channel, 4 channel, 6 channel, and also 8 channel, which is the virtual 7.1 surround sound, which I forgot to mention earlier. Now Dsp Mode, you can configure where the layout of the actual speakers are, so you can put them to your liking. And this, now when it's grayed out and can't move anything, that means you basically disable the virtual speaker shifter option. Now for the output mode, you can have it set just for plain headphones, 2 speakers, 4 speakers, or 6 speakers. And you can adjust, and there are different speaker environments. You can swap the center bass output, and also do bass enhancement such as for soft music, general music, and also DVD movies. So let's get moving on to the mixer. There isn't really much to say about this, but you can adjust the speaker volume, the microphone volume for the main volume, and for the recording you can switch it between microphone and stereo mix. Now this is one thing I also like about these headphones, is that they come with a stereo mix option, which Windows 7 does not have. So, and I did test both of them out, and they seem to meet my requirements. Now for the effects, you can definitely do something different here. And this is where you can basically take the full advantage of these headphones. You have different environment types such as underwater, the concert hall, the bathroom, the music pub, and the environment size. It really doesn't make much of a difference with the environment size. You also have different presets such as dance, bass, and all the other things. But for me, I tend to have my own little preset, which is my main. This is main number. This is supposed to be main number 2, but I accidentally named it to main number 3, and also main. So this basically wraps up for the effect section here. Now for karaoke and voice, this is one thing that I like because you can basically do karaoke. Because this is karaoke mode down here, and you can also cancel out the vocals in music so you can do some karaoke. And for the information tab, basically shows you what these headphones are basically running on, which are basically running on the X-Ear 3D audio engine. The audio codec is the USB multi-channel audio device, the audio driver version, the audio controller, and the DirectX version. Alright, now time for conclusions and also the scoring. Now, there are a lot of things I really like about these headphones. And I tell you, I don't have anything to put down on these headphones. So, let's get started. The first thing I want to mention is for the price point for about $55 on Newegg, which is where you can basically find these, you got yourself one hell of a good deal. I mean, a very good deal. Seeing that they are true 5.1 surround sound headphones, they have a really good microphone quality. The vibration feedback, which some people think might be a gimmick, but it actually does work. The construction of them are really nice. Portability, the list just plain goes on and on. So, alright, so let's get down with the individual scorings. Now for the audio quality, I was very blown away, especially for the price point, so I would give the audio quality a 9. For the microphone quality, I would definitely give these a 9.2 for the microphone quality. For the construction, would be an 8 because they're not completely solid construction, but very exceptional. For the features that these headphones have to offer, is just, I mean, really good. So this basically gives an overall average of 9.05 out of 10. So otherwise, this would be definitely one hell of a good set of headphones to get, especially if you want to go to LAN parties or just want something for your main rig. Some of the suggestions that may be feasible for these headphones would be for watching movies and gaming. So anyway, thank you for watching the second video review. Have a good day.